What once was more or less secret, the bunker beneath the Greenbrier Hotel in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, a 112,544 square foot facility that includes dormitories, decontamination chambers, a power plant, a television production area, and audio recording booths, a clinic with 12 hospital beds, medical and dental operating rooms, a laboratory, a pharmacy, a cafeteria, and meeting rooms. Its 3-foot-thick concrete walls were designed to shelter the members of Congress during the aftermath of a nuclear holocaust. And until the Cuban Missile Crisis, when a trainload of congressmen from DC got halfway there, 2 of the 4 access points were disguised simply with signage on the back door. The words high voltage appeared. And on the sole elevator that dropped to bunker level, out of order. Last fall, I mentioned to my advanced fiction class that a friend of mine claimed that Virginia Tech had a secret meditation room, that if you entered the elevator in Johnson Student Center and pressed the right buttons in the right order, that this particular elevator would deliver you to a secret room between floors. And when my students begged to see it, I had no choice but to lead an impromptu field trip. Once we arrived at the elevator and pressed the right buttons in the right order, according to the directions one of the students had found on Reddit, we found ourselves in a place that didn't seem very secret or very special at all. A room with an opaque skylight, a dingy lounge chair, a carpet that desperately needed vacuuming, and a door that led, as far as we could tell by peering through its window, to a regular classroom. I visited Graceland once, and though I felt sort of like an intruder as I wandered past rooms with shag carpeting and mirrored walls and heavy drapes and stained glass panels of peacocks, the house struck me as quaintly modest in size, which granted the tour an intimacy I hadn't expected. I couldn't stop thinking about the part of the house I absolutely wasn't allowed to see, the upstairs rooms, which had been kept sealed like a vault ever since August of 1977, and to which nobody had ever had access, except for Priscilla, Lisa Marie, Graceland's curator, and, because he had once been married to Lisa Marie, Nicolas Cage. Reportedly sat on Elvis's throne and tried on one of the king's leather jackets. At the Magic Castle, a turn of the 20th century mansion that is now an exclusive Hollywood club for magicians and magic enthusiasts, there's a piano room where Invisible Irma, the ghost of a woman who used to live in the mansion, will play any song you request for $1. I tried to stump her by requesting an obscure hymn, but lo and behold, as the keys began to move seemingly by themselves, I recognized the melody. Whenever my son used to ask me to reveal the secret to the one magic trick I could perform, making a quarter disappear, then pulling it out of his ear or spitting it out of my mouth, I always said, "I'll tell you when you're 10. And no matter how insistently he begged, I remained resolute for years. Finally, on his 10th birthday, I woke him and said, "You know what day it is?" He did. "Okay," I said, "watch closely." I performed the trick again, slower than usual, taking my time to show him exactly how it was done. By holding the coin between the thumb and forefinger of my left hand, I pretended to grab it with my right, while allowing the coin to drop into the palm from which I'd appeared to have taken it. My son watched, eyes blinking lazily, and shrugged. "I knew that's how you did it." Then he jerked the blankets over